It's showtime. It's go time. Hello, all my cookie agents. Happy lunch, brunch, good morning to some people. I know here in Texas it is 11:35 in the morning, and I am so happy to join you all again. As you can see in the thumbnail, today I'm going to be discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville because it is returning to TV on Saturday. This Saturday, yeah, March the 19th at 7 p.m. Central. Hi, STL. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, I'm ready for it to come back. I really like that show. I didn't cover it as much last season as I was supposed to, but I'm going to get better. But I like this show because the premise of the show initially was to discuss Black people in business that are doing something else outside of selling T-shirts, selling food, and selling what else Black people love to sell? Shirts, plates. Y'all help me out. What else they like to sell? Oh, hair, bundles, all these boutiques. I want to see some Black people progressing in life and contributing back to society by, creating things that are meaningful and that can't go away. Like, that's very interesting to me. So, the show is coming back on Saturday, as I mentioned earlier. And let me share my screen with you guys so you can see the cast. La 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 la. Okay, we are getting there. Just bear with me. Let's go to my Chrome tabs. Okay. Um, okay, here it is. Let me share this with you. Okay, so this is the cast. Look at them. They look all good. Oh, we're going to go from the left to right. That is Maurice, and that's his wife, Kimmy. Then there's Melody Holt. There's Marcel Scott, his wife, Tisha. And yes, Martel, and I mean, not Martel. Marcel and Maurice are brothers, and then all the way to the right is punk ass no Martel Holt. Okay, so he and Mel used to be married, and they're no longer married. Because he did a bunch of shady stuff and thought his ass was gonna get away with it, and it did not happen. Also, I want to show you guys what they look like beforehand. Okay, so this was season one. They have really come up. Look at them. Look at Kimmy. She didn't got some work done because baby, she was looking a little older. You see, Mel had this shorter hair. Everybody didn't. They got their little glow up. I ain't mad at them. This is so good for them. So this is their fourth season, and what I wanted to discuss with you guys today is I wanted to discuss what I don't want to see. Okay. Yeah, she did. She took some flat tea tumbler. She got that neck worked out too. I ain't trying to throw too much shade. But like look like she got that neck. Let's go back to that picture. Do you see this neck, SCL? Y'all see this? It look like she got this neck. I think she's like the oldest person outside of their mothers. She's like the oldest person on the show. No shade, but hey, it is what it is. You the older, just you the older one. But nonetheless, the show was a pretty good show. Like I said, it started off to be progressive, and then it turned into some mess. It turned into some love and hip hop, unfortunately. But it is the number one show on the OWN network, and I mean, it's pretty interesting. But I'm getting sick and tired of the storyline of the mess. The mess has been going on for just too long. I'm sick of it. I'm ready for them to get back to some real stuff or dive into some other people's lives. I really think that Melody and Martel kind of need a break. Um, well, we can just keep on getting down on Martel ass, but Melody, she definitely needs a break. Her kids need a break. This man has put them through so much. But the things that I want to know about the cast members, or I would like to dive more into Mel's mom story. Okay, like I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Mel's mother story has been interesting because there was a rumor out there that of course, that she was possibly, in a video with one of the Scott brothers. Okay, some type of salacious video. I don't know. We don't know what the real truth is. I mean, it just was kind of thrown out there, and the statement could lead you to believe that she possibly has a like an OnlyFans tape with this guy. So, I would like to know more about her story. I also want to know more about, when I read all the articles and stuff written on her, it just says that she was a former first lady. Did her husband die? Did he divorce her? Like, how are you a former first lady? And who talks about that? Like, who cares? If you're not a first lady no more, traditionally, it's just you're not a first lady no more. And then also, what I would like to know about her mom, I would like to know more about her mom's relationship with her dad. Does Was he married? What is this backstory on it? They kind of keep that hush hush, and I feel like that will be good for the show. Like I think we deserve to know. We need to know where these trees, these people, these apples fell from. Like in my opinion, I feel like that would be interesting. So if you guys are listening, let's bring. I mean, her mom has been on the show. Come on, if you on the show, you fair game. We need to know all this stuff. The next thing I need to know is I would like to know more about the Scots. We know that they're originally from Detroit and then they migrated, or they're from Michigan, some part of Michigan, and they kind of migrated down to the South. Was their family originally from the South and then they migrated to Detroit? Like what's that backstory? And also, who are their parents? Like, you don't traditionally see, or you don't usually see black people having a leg up in the game. Like, okay, the Scots, so like almost all of them are successful. And usually when you see a successful black family like that, it's because their parents are somebody. Like it just doesn't just magically happen where you see these people just get it out the mud. Like it takes a few generations for people to become successful like they are, because I know that they had their uncle on the show. Is that their mom's brother? Is that their dad's brother? How did he get into building homes? How did he get into construction? Because usually when we see black people that are successful like that, someone has taught them this. It's hard to see that growth quickly like that, and they've done a lot of building commercially within Huntsville, Alabama. So I would like to know more about their family, their parents, their Uncle Mike, their dad, perhaps. What kind of family did they come from? Did they have some land when they came back? I think that young people need to see this because they need to know what they're facing up against when it comes to terms of, building wealth, building a legacy. But like I said, from what I can see or what I've heard, most all of them are successful. And I think it's like 5 or 10 of them. They have a huge family. Um, Also, I would like to know. Well, we've just recently, so I wrote this a long time ago. I wrote this at the beginning of March, but I wanted to know, why is Ariana quiet? But now we know that she has recently come out stating that she's suicidal. I'm going to do another video on my thoughts about her being suicidal. Um, why is Miss Wanda, Tisha's mom, why is she being silenced? Like, at first she was really vocal about, Marcel cheating. Why isn't she really screaming to the top of her lungs about that anymore? Why isn't she going off about that? You guys all know I'm a fan of Miss Wanda J. Blige, so I want to know more about her and her family too. Her family seems more interesting. Than people that are on this show right now. I really would like to see Mel just show that she's doing good and keep up with everything that she's doing and get more into producing and just kind of step away from the whole show itself, because I just don't feel that it's conducive for her life right now. I think they're traumatizing their kids for $1, and I think that's horrible. Also, let me see. I don't want to see Martel at all, but I'm gonna get down to that last. I would like to know more about the guy Fred. Do you guys remember the guy Fred last season? He appeared in season 3. He was a contractor and he was like a master builder, which I was explaining to you guys in the last video that I did covering this show. which means that he is over everything and he contracts out everything else. So he contracts out the plumbing, the electricity. When you are the master builder, which is something that Martel wants to be, but he doesn't have that license. That's the license that Melody has. I would like to. I would like to know more about Fred and his family. Um, I think that will be good for people to see. I think that will be productive and inspiring. I would also like to know more about who is that? I would like to know more about the guy Chris and his wife Nell, the people that Melody and Martell went to their house, you know, to get counseling from. I would like to know more about them. They seem to have a very nice home. So I'd like to know more about them, their business, how they became successful. I think those are things that we really need to see. What I do not want to see, number one, I don't want to see Martell no more. No one cares. Like, this dude has some wine that he put out there that he spelled California wrong. Like, who cares? Like, we should do a reality show at CL. I think it would be pretty funny. I think that's ultimately my goal. Just put it out there. I think I've said it before, but yeah, one day I would like to have that. But yeah, I think we would do good. I think we should do more collaborations and more panels together too. Um, Let me see. Okay, so I said I don't want to see Martell. I don't want to see Destiny. I'm tired of her pie face ass. I don't want to see her. She's not Mel's friend. She was Martell's friend. Anything that's associated with with Martell, gotta go. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see Tiffany and her husband. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. They boring. They tired. I don't want to see their ass no more. Um, who else? That's pretty much it. I don't want to see them. I would like to know probably a little bit more about Mark Scott too. I think I want to know a little bit more about him and what he is, why he always pops up to defend himself, or why he's always, do he want to be on the show? Do he not want to be on the show? I would like to know more about Mark Scott, but that's pretty much it. I want to see these black people thriving and doing well, less drama or melodramatic drama. Hey, Jackie, good morning to you, dear. I want to see less melodramatic drama. We're talking about Love and Marriage. Huntsville is coming back on. I'm going to come back later and do some more videos on some of these characters. If you guys are catching the replay now, I want to, or you just jumping in now, I want to know more about some other people that I feel like can make this show great, okay? Because just sitting here watching these people go through this same stuff about the cheating stuff, okay, that shit can only last so long. We tired of hearing about that, okay? The man has done the ultimate disrespect. He's had a baby with somebody. I don't care about him no more. I don't want to see him. He is trash to me. Throw his ass in the trash can and let's move on. Okay? We don't need him. Just cut him right off. I wish y'all could see my finger. I'm hiding his face. We can take him right off, and we can start with Tisha and Marceau and Mel and Kimmy and Maurice. Do I want to know more about Maurice's law stuff? Yeah, I do. I want to know more about what type of law does he practice. I want to see him in court, or at least shit going to court. He say he a lawyer, he an attorney. Shit, do some attorney shit. We don't get to see you doing no attorney stuff. I would like to know more about. Okay, you guys. I said they had a big family. They got a sister, and she had a credit business, and I think it was Maurice's credit business at first. And Kimmy just seemed like she just kind of all over the place. She done wrote a book, and she done quit her job as a nurse. So I want to know more about they shit too. Okay, you can't just tell all Mel and Martell's crazy stuff. Oh, somebody else I don't want to see on this show no more. I don't want to see Martell's cigarette smoking ass mama. I don't want to see her no more. Like, she don't bring nothing to the show. She didn't raise her son right. Take her ass off. She's not important. I don't want to see his crackhead daddy. I mean, all this stuff is alleged. His daddy looks very suspect. We don't want to see them no more. They didn't do good. They didn't do a good job. I want to see the Scott's parents. I want to know more about them because they can teach us black people how to raise successful children. Okay. But that is all that I have for you guys today. This video is just short and sweet. Make sure you guys tune in to Love and Marriage Huntsville on Saturday on the OWN network. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.